This is dope. Full-size fridge. Stove. Coffee pot. I don't know what that salt and pepper shakers. We don't have to buy none this time. Get out of here. I'm gonna have to get some coffee for this. Dishwasher. I don't know what this is. Probably not closet for us. Nope. Oh man. You can do a laundry. Look, somebody left a little thing up there. Got the broom there so you can clean up. Man, this is dope. Got a little recliner here. Let's see if it pulls out or anything. This one, I don't know what that is. Let's see. Maybe it just kicks out. No, like it doesn't kick out. Let's see if this mattress here. Yep. Pull out. So you can put an extra 2 people on that. Got a little balcony here. Let's see if you can see that. Not the best view, I'm guessing. Let's find out. I'm loving it. We camp a lot, so I can dig it. Yeah, that is nice. All right, at least there's an outlet out there. Chairs here, so you can get some guests out there. Looks like about a 50-inch screen TV. A little makeshift fireplace. I can tell you what, the high ceilings in this place is dope. Well, I can say at a full-size kitchen table, but the space in here for one is on point. We can't get in there, it's probably for them. But then the hallway, right? We got one room over here. This is a king. That's not a queen, that's a king size. Your alarm clock over there, 2 lights. Looks like you got a closet on either side. Decent space. There's some extra towels up there. Those are pool towels. All right, pan over here, and we got another little TV. Let's see if this one, this little recliner lazy boy thing. Nope, doesn't pull right now. Maybe that's why I need to do the other one. Same view, of course. And then let's go across here into the bathroom. Get this light on for you. Nice little sink or whatever. Bathroom, like got more space than I got in my own home. And the shower is definitely better than decent.
You should see the people room in there.
Really? I mean, I think Holiday Inn Vacation Clubs did it just nice. I think they did it better than Hilton did it on this one. We got another balcony out here. Let's see. Let's see, I'm gonna just peek through here this one. It's just a little smaller. That's why here. Yeah, it's just a little bit smaller. Looks like only 2 chairs can fit on this one. And then you can like see your neighbors and everything. There's another view down below. All right, go back inside. So yeah, this is the, I guess, the master bedroom. A lot of space. Closets look like about the same size, maybe a little bit bigger. Let's cut this light on. Bam. Look at that. That tub is gimundous. Yo, his and her sinks in here. With a little beauty station, whatever you want to call it. Got the body lotions and the hand wash. And the poop station all by itself. It's like, it could be a whole room.
It's bigger than the shower.
Oh my, I see the showers hidden back here. That's dope. It's a little old school looking. Like it's like a space shuttle. Nonetheless, that's, it's not bad. That's leaking. It's okay. I have a light up there, I missed that one last time. All right. There's a lot of, like these doors are massive. The ceiling is so high, it's crazy. All right, so now all we gotta do is the black light test. We're gonna do that later on tonight, so it's easier without that light peering through. And yeah, we'll see what it do. Where we at? Holiday Inn Vacation Club in Branson, Missouri. Yet another hotel room. And you know how I like to do it? We're gonna do the black light special. So I got my black light. It's a small one, but it does a job. We're gonna go around the kitchen area. We're gonna look at the couch or the sofa, and then we're gonna head into the first bedroom and then that first bathroom. And we're gonna cut it short there because this is definitely a bigger room than the last one I was in, and it's gonna take even longer to get through. So we're gonna cut these lights out and then get to the black light test. Here we go. I don't really care about the front door. Let's see what this counter looks like. I guess it's hard to pick something up with the speckles, huh? Look at that. That's not bad. It's not really picking up anything on those. Per the huge back splatter. You see those pieces? I'm not up there, it's just nasty. I don't care about this, it's gonna get burnt up. Yeah, this one's a little bit hard to see just because of the countertop and the way that it is. But it's got all the regular splatter. That's a sink, so not that I really don't care. Just it is what it is. So the majority of this is just the back wall. We don't really care too much about this. Let's get to this couch. Let's see. I have to wipe that down good. Ain't got no grease stains or nothing on it. Y'all know how y'all like to do when y'all go to a hotel. But I guess because it's a resort, y'all don't get all nasty. Let's see what this phone looks like. That's not bad either. I can tell you what, if any of the hotels looking at this, you know, those countertops are what you probably need. All right. And we are not going to take this out because Lord knows what's going to be on there. All right, let's head to that first bedroom. Got my lovely assistant with me this time. All right, so the top sheet looks good. You can't tell. There's nothing on it. Pillows. All right, go ahead and pull that back. Oh, look at y'all be so nice with it. Just all right, there's nothing right now, people. I don't see nothing. And let me tell you, the Royal Orchard in Guam, that one got me. I mean, you can see the stains. And this part right here is where all the stains would have been, and there's nothing. So, I'm good with that. And this headboard up here, same thing as the kitchen. You can't pick up anything. Doorknobs. Let's see if there's a remote control up here. There is. Let's check this one out. I mean, you kind of can see it. The phone isn't picking up so well, but there's little things here and there, but I guess that's to be expected. But almost like the other hotel, they did a good job wiping things down. This one more so than the last. And we just got some stuff on the wall here, but this is the bathroom. Come to expect it. And even with one of these ladies and guys, y'all using these, they're wiping this down pretty doggone good. You know, we did use this after coming in. But nonetheless, the stainless steel and stuff they have in here. And once again, those countertops make it almost impossible to see anything. You know, toothpaste, nothing's on the mirror. You see the toilet. Yes. But it's a toilet, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think y'all use that part anyways. Nothing's picking up on there. I don't know what that is. It kind of picks up. Yeah, that's probably just chip paint or something. That's not bad. I don't know what that is. It's not bad. There's pretty much nothing on the tub. Same thing, it's probably chip paint. Where they fixed it up. That's not bad at all. All right. As I said, we're going to check out just these two. And then for me, I would say that's not bad. We could go into the master bedroom if we wanted to, but it's probably going to have the same results as far as, what do I say first? The sheets being extremely clean. But for those three main areas, for them not to really show anything whatsoever, unlike the Hilton had just a little bit more than that, especially when it came to that, I think it was like the spa tub, whatever it was. This one, I would say I would grade it a lot higher. So this is the Holiday Inn Vacation Club here in Branson, Missouri. So definitely come check it out. All right, good morning, everybody. Day 2 here, and we're gonna see how this day goes. Now, yesterday went pretty doggone good as far as getting down here to Branson and actually getting to eat at one of the Brazilian steakhouses that they got out here. And it was good. I don't know if you all have eaten at a steakhouse before, but they just keep bringing you different types, different cuts of meat. And then there's maybe like a, what was the banana thing? It was like a deep fried banana. That was hecka good. We did miss the pineapple at the end because we were just so full and ready to go. We said, screw it, let's just get up. And at the time we were getting up to go is when, of course, the doggone stuff came by, right? So we missed the pineapple, but it's all good. But that's like what cements everything and says that, hey, that little sweet treat at the end just washes everything else away and you get to go. Nonetheless, we got that knocked out. Of course, we're in the Holiday Inns Resort Vacations Club out here in Branson, Missouri. So day 2, we have to go out here, spend about 90 minutes going over like a timeshare type of piece. So we'll both be going through that. Let's see if we can pan over here. Good morning. So, if I didn't already say, this is the makeup for our, our honeymoon that we took 14 years ago. Yes, it did take a while, but we do have a couple of kids and there was a couple of moves in between that. We'll get to that later on as far as why this is the makeup, what happened during the honeymoon and how we're making up for it now on our 14th year anniversary.
All right, watch your head right there. So where y'all up here coming from?
From Warrensburg. I won't say too far away.
Yeah, gotcha.
Low bridge.
Y'all been here before then?
No, this is the first time.
Fantastic.
Holy cow.
Alrighty. Right up here on this corner, a real beautiful view of the cave. So if y'all would like to stop and take pictures, feel free to do so. I got no time limit, so don't worry about holding up the group today. And I get paid by the hour, so take your time.
Alright.
Yeah. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
That kind of sounded like, please take your time and make it.
Get me some OT.
Alrighty, y'all up here, anybody afraid of heights at all?
No.
Let's hope not. You are? Alright, you might not want to look, but right over here on that handrail, that's going to be a 70-foot drop.
As long as I've got a tall handrail, I'm good.
Now, right over that handrail is what they had to see when they were first being lowered into the cave.
Holy cow.
And for y'all that that joined us just a little late, first guy that discovered this cave sent his son down first.
Smart man.
Yeah.
Alright, if y'all want to see what these formations feel like, you can touch these right here beside us to get an idea of what they feel like. Alrighty. Well, everybody, welcome into Talking Rocks Cavern. We're going to sit here at the first platform for just a minute, really just so you guys can look around, take pictures, feel free to ask questions. Here in just a minute, I'll get started talking about like how the cave was formed and all the different kind of formations you'll see as we walk through. But for now, we're just going to sit here, take it all in. And like I said, feel free to ask questions while we hang out. You guys can talk to each other too. I promise these formations aren't going to fall down on you.
Got another platform area up there.
That's it. You got a good eye. Yeah. So what that is that's the first attempt at concrete platforms in here. It's basically the same what we used today. We just upgraded those handrails you can see. Now, the reason it's up there is they installed that walkway before we got any of these fancy light work in here. So what the tours would do back then is they'd stop right there on that platform.
Oh, yeah?
That line that's up there, that's where all those people are.
That's awesome.
Your horse's name is Rooster.
Rooster, okay.
Rooster is like on vacation, always. He's like kick back, laid back,
I like it.
chill, like there's no tomorrow. He does not know what giddy up and go means.
No?
He's a leisurely horse. Alright, that's right there. Up and over. Where y'all from? Oops, sorry.
Sorry. I'm from Warrensburg.
Oh, nice. Dark Reach, all right. Keeps you in the saddle, and it's right to right, left to left, gently back. And this is like your hair. So if somebody's a shirt, you know, it's just pulling on you. So don't.
Don't pull too
And if
hard.
it gets too slow, you just turn your heels in this way, and you tap, tap, tap to make them go.
Okay.
Rooster is his name.
All right, Rooster, let's go.
You're good.
Come on. Let's go. Come on. Here we go. All right. Doing great, Rooster.
The tallest, longest, and fastest mountain coaster in the Midwest. Run the mountain coaster. Welcome to the most peaceful few minutes of your day. Heading uphill on the tallest, longest, and fastest mountain coaster in the Midwest. Runaway mountain coaster. This is it. Right in here.
Awesome, thank you. Woohoo! Yeah, buddy. Holy shit. I must have lost my mind. Holy shit. Okay. Whoa, motherfucker. Oh crap. Alright. Holy shit. Am I about to do this? I am. Oh, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Let's get it. Oh, shit. Pull some G's now, motherfucker. Oh, Toledo's. Alright. Thrilling. I loved it.
All right, you can hop out and lift.
Appreciate you, man. Oh Lord, here we go. So we're about 20 some odd ish minutes away from our house. We're in Sedalia, about a town over from where we're at. About 2.5 hours. You might as well say 3 if you plan to stop at least once. But it wasn't bad. So this was supposed to make up for our honeymoon that my wife and I went on in San Francisco over 14 years ago. And the reason why this anniversary is significant because this will mark the first time that we actually took a proper anniversary away from the house, away from the kids and everything, specifically to make up for that botched honeymoon. Say hi, babe. And so with that being said, there was just a couple of things that had to happen. The main thing was that it couldn't suck, and it didn't. So other than having to drive for about 3 hours on the road to get down to Branson, we had a resort style hotel, which was the Hilton Hotels Vacation Club Holiday Inn for us out there, already built in for Friday night and Saturday night. I went ahead and booked a couple of things for us to do, and the check-in process wasn't bad. I mean, initially we did go to the wrong spot because when you put in the address, it takes you to where like the actual like hotel rooms are at, but there was another spot that we had to go to, so we just had to do a quick turnaround, go back to where their check-in spot was at, and we got checked in. And then with that piece, as soon as you get checked in, Angela there, and we'll probably show a picture of her later on, she was gracious enough to give us some perks, and that was awesome. Appreciate you, Angela, if you're watching. So we ended up getting like a 2-bedroom, full kitchen, you know, washer and dryer, 2 bathrooms. Everything was nice. It was decked out pretty good. And then when you do that, you go over to another desk where, if you've ever been to like a club type deal, they want to see if you want to buy into their timeshare. So we had to agree to what was supposed to be 90 minutes worth of, you know, some type of speech that they would give to us to help us see why we're missing out on having a timeshare. We're not sure, fine, we'll just build it into our morning for tomorrow, and I'll just push one of our things that we had squared away for us back. So we get checked in. There's some video of that we're going to show here later on, and it was awesome. Like the place was sweet. I think it was like a king-size bed in both the rooms, the full-size kitchen and stuff. So we immediately, as soon as we got checked in, we went to, the Walmart, and got some food for breakfast for the next morning. And the next day, we get over there to check in for our timeshare. Well, right before we're about to go, we go to throw our clothes into the dual like washer and dryer, it's like the stack combo. And lo and behold, this one over here spots, and she's like, "What the heck?" She almost slips, and there's water on the floor. And we're like, "Crap!" So immediately, you know, cut the washer off, call them up. They come over within maybe like 3 to 5 minutes, and they're on it. But I'm like, damn, I hope this isn't like the precursor to what the rest of this weekend's about to be like, because this is kind of how it started out there in San Francisco. Luckily enough though, they had like 4 or 5 technicians come over, only 2 in our room because 2 came in at the same time. I'm assuming we were not the only ones that had a washer issue. Because when we were doing our timeshare, someone else said they had an issue this morning too. Anyways, we did the timeshare piece. As soon as we get there, the guy's like, "Yep, so I just want to, you know, recap that you're here for 120 minutes. And we're like, "Nope, we're only here for 90. Oh crap. Once again, hope this is not a precursor of what's going to happen. We end up sitting there for a little over 2 hours, about 2.5 hours. But I guess we didn't see the vision that day, and trying to make a decision that quick is just not something that we do. If we had been maybe in our early 30s or late 20s, probably, you know, we were like, "Hey, we got the money, let's go ahead and spend it." But nowadays we take our time, we make decisions together, and we make sure it's going to be the best, not just for us, but our family too, right? So we get out of there, and the first thing we do, what did we do after that? We go and get eat. Oh yeah. So we had to shuffle some stuff around. So that was from like 8:30 to almost 11 o'clock. Yeah, about around 11 o'clock. So the first thing that I had planned for is I had to shuffle that around. We had like a 1 o'clock meeting. So we went to go get something to eat, I think, right? Did we get like a snack? Whatever was it?
Back at the room,
Yeah. So we ate something at the room. And then we went horseback riding. There's some video of that as well. And the horseback riding went pretty doggone good. I had, was it Rusty?
Rooster.
Or Rooster. He thought it was Rooster. So it was Rooster for me, and I guess he was an angry little pup at some of the other horses. So they had to team the horses up according to like their personalities, not so much us. But that was my first time. My wife's maybe second or third time. I don't know. You tell them. And so I'm not gonna say I was a natural, but I wasn't like uncomfortable. They kept telling me one of the ladies was in the back, and she was like, "Hey, kind of move back over to the left," but whatever. But how you get a hold of that, if you just go on there, I'll have to kind of shoot the details up there later on. But essentially, you just text the phone number, you can call it, and then she'll just ask you one of the 3 times that they have available. Right now, they only have the 1 hour time slot. I think they did have a 2 hour, but because of some stuff getting washed out, I guess the horses won't be able to make it on that 2 hour trip. So you do the 1 hour trip. They cap it off, I believe, at 8. But once again, when we got there, the lady was kind of like, nope, I don't have you here. And I was kind of like, well, I have the text stream, so here you go. And I'm glad I did the text message and they just call in, only because when I put in there that we want to be there on March 1st, 25, as in 2025, she put down March 25th, 2025. So luckily, she was able to, which again, appreciate y'all for helping us out. She slid us in there, so there was a party of 8, a little girl's birthday party. We were in the back. They were to do all 10 of us and then still help us get that thing on the road there. So that went off without a hitch, even though it could have went a lot worse. It didn't. So already, bar none, we're making up way better than we were for our honeymoon 14 years ago. Then after that, we went to the Branson coasters. Essentially, you just sit down. You're like your own roller coaster. You control how fast or how slow. You got the brakes. They do have 2-seaters, so if you're under a certain height, you will have to have somebody ride with you. And then they cap the weight at 250 pounds, I want to say it is. And I think it's just to make sure. I mean, that was the horses.
The horse was 250.
Yeah, horses were 250. When they came to the coaster piece, there is a weight limit though, so you may want to check the website on that one to make sure you're not overweight for those. But essentially, I think it's just because of the carts won't having to hold you, and then how fast you can possibly go, and the brakes having to slow you down. So we did that, and then shoot, what did we do? We went to go eat, didn't we? After that, yeah. So I think that was not for me. This part was all for her because I do not eat all the crab and stuff, so I'm not the sea guy. So she had like mussels.
She ate chicken strips at a seafood restaurant. Shame. Didn't even get shrimp. Shame, shame, shame.
So if you can't hear her or hear me, we're both sick. So we both went into this knowing that this might go really bad because we're both sick. To the point where anyone made us laugh, we're coughing like crazy. I'm just glad we didn't cough the entire time. We're still able to have fun. But yes, I did order chicken tenders, but it was breaded in like something that you would bread like seafood in.
No, it ain't.
Anyway, so but I did have some of her food, so I still had the experience. I'm just not a seafood guy. I do love fish, but good gosh, I can't. It's too much for me, right? So we did that, and it was probably like an hour and a half. It was an hour and a half we spent in there, and then we ended up like just turning in for the night. So Friday went good because one, we were able to get out there, get checked in. What did we eat at on Friday?
The Brazilian steakhouse.
That's right. We did Joe's Crab Shack on Saturday. We went to a Brazilian steakhouse on Friday. Now the Brazilian steakhouse, I don't take a whole bunch of pictures because there's a bunch of like people bringing different cuts of meats and stuff out. Everything was good. I think there was only one cut that was still kind of moving at me, and I was kind of like not having it. But other than that, though, like
it was warm.
Yeah, whatever. The salad bar was good. But I was trying to tell my wife because she's never been to one. I was like, well, kind of like the end of it is when they bring out the pineapple. And it's like pineapple with like little, I don't say seasonings, it was like cinnamon or whatever on it. And it's warm, whatever. It kind of like just cements the evening's breakfast, or I'm sorry, breakfast, the dinner. We were done because it's probably like an hour in at that point. We were stuffed, and I was kind of like, well, I guess they don't have any more, right? So we were getting up to go after paying, and what comes out? Dun, 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 the pineapple. So I'm like, gosh darn it. But I didn't wait. We dipped out of there, and we closed the night out. And then, of course, all the Saturday stuff happened. So now Sunday, we got up. Did not feel like getting up early. We kind of just slowly put everything into the truck here. Had to wash a couple of things last night, making sure they were dry. We're kind of re-drying them this morning because we weren't sure if they were cold or if they were still kind of wet. And then yeah, like the resort itself was humongous. Like the amount of space, the amount of rooms was crazy. The accommodations were amazing. They do have a theater inside of there. On top of the theater, they have one of the guys there, Garrett, awesome dude, appreciate you, Garrett. He called it an Olympic-sized pool. I don't know what that looks like, so to me, I just took his word for it. But it's a pretty big pool.
So he said he got in trouble for calling it an Olympic-sized pool because it's not.
But nonetheless, huge pool. They had like a life-size chessboard, a life-size like Connect 4, and then they also had a hot tub in one of the other areas. And then there's like, you know, just like a small room next to that. Like I said, they have the theater, places for the kids to kind of go in there, meander around, a craft room. They have different like arcade games in there as well. So there's stuff on the resort that you can do. They do have breakfast that you will have to purchase. It's not like built into the price, just so you know, because it is a resort. So it's not like your typical hotel where you have that continental breakfast. So you'll have to, it wasn't expensive. I think we have one of the flyers in the bag. It's like $2.39 for most of the meals that were on there. So everything is discounted though. So it's not gonna be super expensive. So if you choose to, you can leave off there. If not, you know, go ahead and eat at your own risk or as you see fit. Now, to reverse back to 14 years ago, after we got married, I was kind of like, let's go on a honeymoon. And it was kind of like off the cuff, let's just go. I had booked, which I believe was a Ramada hotel. And on the website, it said that they were close to the beach.
5 minutes.
Yeah, like 5 minutes to the beach. But they said they were close. And I was like, all right, cool, booked it, bam. And mind you this, it was probably around, it was an evening time, so it was afternoon, right? And we were gonna get there probably around 8 o'clock. So within 12 hours, we're gonna be there. Now, everyone's like, most hotels are like, hey, you have to cancel within 24 hours, right? There was no way for me to cancel within 24 hours, but I digress. So we hop on the road, we got the hotel, that's just half the battle. We'll find everything else when we get there. It will be a, you know, honeymoon to remember. It was. We get out there and I plug in the GPS, and mind you this, it was the older GPS. It was the big ones that you put on your, you know, your dashboard or your window. And I'm like, where in the heck are we right now? Hop off the highway to this Ramada, and I'm like, this, plug in like the beach, and it is 10 miles away. I don't know what you consider close, but 10 miles is not close when you're talking about being in close proximity to the beach. So I was already ticked off, right? Go in there and talk to them, like, hey, like, we need to like get another like Ramada that's close by, or I need to cancel this reservation because like it said that it was close to the beach. This 10 miles is not. Because 10 miles, if you're going like 70 miles an hour, it can be around 11 to 12 minutes, right? Okay, maybe I would have been. But on those highways out there, I want to say they were closer to like around 55 to 60. So now you're looking at about 20 some odd minutes time to get to the beach. That's not close to anybody.
I was trying to walk to the beach.
So being that's what it was, we're like, no. And they said, well, we can't refund you because you didn't, you know, cancel within 24 hours. I was like, how was I supposed to cancel when I made the reservation less than like 12 hours ago? Well, it's just, you know, it's our policy. Whatever, let me call somebody else above you. Give me another number, and they said the same thing. I was like, what do you guys understand about how I cannot like cancel this within 24 hours because it was made less than 12 hours ago?
And you guys falsely advertised.
Yeah, they did. Let's just be honest, they did. You're not close, stop saying it. So anyways, we ended up saying, screw it, we're gonna go to another hotel, didn't get our money back or nothing. And so we went to a Navy Inn, so like a naval base inn. The Navy base was booked up. Now, even I know for most hotels that are on a military installation, they will hold a couple of rooms to make sure they're not completely sold out, but it's more like for their higher ranking guests. I just needed one night. That's it. You know, pass me olive branch here, honeymoon, let's make it work. Nope, we're having it. Like, shoot. All right, cool. Where can we go now? We probably searched for the next 4 hours, going from hotel to hotel, until we finally found one. And this hotel was a little sketchy.
A little.
You determine. We get it there, right? And we park, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go take care of this, just hang in the inn car. I go, and there's a sign saying go to the other building to check in. All right, whatever. At this point, I don't care. Go to the other building, there's this guy there, and you know, he accepts my credit card, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, your room's gonna be down here. And it's a no kidding, like, key. And I'm like, what the who still has keys nowadays? Everything's like a card. Whatever, I don't care. Get the key, gotta walk back, get my wife, we walk, you know, down the way, and we get to our hotel room. As we're walking in there though, you can see, because it's got like an atrium in the middle, other rooms are shrouded in this plastic bags like they're doing renovations. I'm like, all right, cool, they're upgrading. Ours probably won't be that one, but who cares? We get into the room, and if you had been a fly on the wall and saw our disgust on our face, you would have knew what time it was. We go into the bathroom, there's rust. I'm talking about on the sink, in the tub, like crackled all up. I was just, what the hell? Then we go sit on the bed, reluctantly, but we're tired. And turn on the TV, in the corner of my eye, I'm like, what the heck is that black thing? And so I move the picture frame, you know, it's on the wall, I move it to the right, and there's this huge hole about the size of my dang head, just sitting there behind the dang picture. And I was like, oh, hell no. No, we're not doing this. So, I was like, there's a lot of things I ain't willing to oversee and say it's all good. But a hole in the wall the size of my head was not one of them. So, we immediately packed our stuff back up. Wife went to the car. I went back over there and said, hey man, there's a hole in the wall, there's rust everywhere. This is not up to par. We need a refund and we gotta get up out of here. He gave us a refund. Appreciate you from that night. But that was the last one. I looked up every single hotel that little GPS had built into it, and there was nothing left.
All right, so it is 6 months since I originally filmed all the video. I did have a couple of issues with the GoPro dying. I was trying out some new parts that I had purchased for, as far as like the chest mounted plate, magnetic plate. It worked out great, as far as I think the video was pretty doggone smooth. But nonetheless, at the end of that video, it was explaining about how I called up my brother, essentially, and he was able to use the points that he had and got us into a Hilton Express, essentially. With all the points he had, he got us in there for free for that one night, and that's all we really needed it for that night. We woke up the next day. We were able to go to, I think it was like 3 or 4 beaches that we went to, but the beaches weren't the best. We made the best out of it though, and had a fun time regardless, because that's just what we do. But I'm glad that we got to make up for it, even though we got a little sick during this one. Angela, in the beginning, she was the picture that we took at the beginning of this entire thing. She heard about our horrible experience, and she was able to upgrade us in our room. So that's the reason why we had such a large one. So they helped us out. My brother helped us out, got us into Hilton Express at the back end of our horrible honeymoon. And Angela was able to make this anniversary, this 14-year makeup, the best that it could be. So Angela, I appreciate you. Hilton, once again, I appreciate you. And this is all.